Hello and welcome to this video showing you how to use some of the features of Qnect 200, the Sage CRM to Sage 200 integration. Today's video we're going to be focusing on prospects and quotes and how to convert them to customers and orders from Sage CRM to Sage 200. To start, first we need to enter in the prospect into Sage CRM. To do this we click on the New option and select New Company. We can enter a company name. I'm going to use Cumulus Solutions. Select the type as prospect and enter in their address. I can then mark this customer as having a billing, shipping, business address, and enter in the contact details of the person as the main contact for the company. And finally, when I'm happy, click Save. We've now created the prospect account. The next thing to do is to create a quote for this prospect company. To do this, all I need to do is click on the New option and select New Quote. I can then enter in my Sage account. The Sage account for prospect companies is a list of prospect records that are created within Sage 200 and are used to filter down things like the price list and the tax codes based on the currency the quote is for. For instance, I've got a ZZZ Pros S account selected here, which is a GBP prospecting account within Sage 200. And that has the price list standard allocated against it. When I'm happy, I can click Next and start to enter in the various quote lines within Sage CRM. I can, for example, click New Line Item, select my product. I'm going to select the 4-ring electric hob, and this will show me currently within Sage 200 how much I've got in stock, how much is currently allocated, and how many are actually available for me to sell. I can then click on the Save option to save that record. I can also add free text items such as a delivery charge. By selecting the free text item option, typing in the description and putting in the quoted price. I can also add new comment line items in by clicking on the new comment line item button, selecting the line I want the comment to go on and then putting the comment in. In this instance I'm going to put deliver to red door and click Save. Once that's saved, I can use the standard Sage CRM options such as Merge to Word, Merge to PDF, Print Quote, and Send Quote to create the quote document to send out to the customer. Let's say though that this prospect wants to place an order with us. The company does not actually have a customer record within Sage 200, so the first thing we need to do is convert this prospect Sage CRM company into a company within Sage 200. To do this, we click on the Company option and take us to the main company record. And we click the Change and select the type as Customer and click Save. A new menu option appears now inside the company record called Accounts. I can select the Accounts tab and this will show us details about the account. Now obviously, because this is a brand new prospect, they don't currently have an account within Sage 200. We can specify the account reference. Now if I type in a letter, I can see other accounts that are within the system, and this allows me to link this existing customer to a Sage 200 company that already exists within Sage 200. This is used, for example, when you have a branch type scenario where there are multiple companies within Sage CRM that all post their invoices or orders through the same Sage 200 company record. However, for this instance, I just want to create a brand new account. So I'm going to call this account QMU002. I can specify, for example, the tax code at standard rate and click the Create button. It's now saying, are you sure you wish to create this Sage account company? And it's performed a check to make sure that this company doesn't already exist within Sage 200. I can now click the Confirm Create button and this will create this company within Sage 200. Once completed, the screen will refresh and show you basic information about the Sage 200 company record. I can see here that there's currently no credit limit, no balance, etc. on the system. Now if I jump quickly to Sage 200 and I filter the list now by Cumulus, I can see here's our new QMU002 account. And if I amend this account, I can see details such as the address that we selected and the contacts that we entered into the system. I can also start to do things like updating the credit limit. So I'm going to put their credit limit at £200 and click Save. If we come back to Sage CRM now and click Refresh, we can see that that credit limit value is now updated within Sage CRM. The information on this screen, such as the credit limit, average time to pay, status, analysis codes, etc. are all synchronized from Sage 200 into Sage CRM, so that things like notifications, escalations, reports and dashboards, etc. can be built from within that information. Now that we've got this company as a customer inside Sage 200, we can continue to push this quote through to Sage 200 as an order. To do this, we can use the recent menu and jump back to the quote record, and then use the convert button to convert the Sage CRM quote to a Sage CRM order. When I click this option, I can now remove the Sage account and enter in our new QMU002 account as the account I wish to push this order to. When I've done that, I can click Save, and that will save this as a CRM order. Finally, to push this order across to Sage 200, all we need to do is click on the Post Order to Accounts button on the right-hand side menu, and we'll be shown information about both the account we're posting it to and also details of the order. I can see, for example, that this has a value of £245. Interestingly, further down, you can see that there is an amber section highlighting that the available credit for this account is £200, and if posted to Sage 200, this order will take them over their credit limit. However, the Confirm and Post Order button is still available. It is possible to configure this screen to not allow users to post orders to Sage 200 if it's going to take them over their credit limit, but by default, the option is removed when the company account is put on hold. To confirm I wish to post this order to Sage 200, all I need to do is click on the Confirm and Post Order button. I have to wait a short while whilst that order is posted to Sage 200, and I can see that this order has now been raised in Sage 200 with the Sage order number 5107. If I come back to Sage 200 now, I go to Sales Order Processing, Sales Order Lists, I can see our new 5107 order. If I go into the order, I can see the details such as the 4-ring electric hob, delivery charge and deliver to red door comment lines. And there is an additional line added which is a non-printable line that shows the Sage CRM sales order that raised this particular order within Sage 200. We can also see that the delivery and invoice address has been set to the delivery address marked against the Sage CRM order. If we come back now to Sage CRM and we click on the Sage order number list, we can actually see the live information using the live lookups option from within Sage 200. I can see in CRM that here are the details with the new order line, and if need be, return back to the main orders list. Interestingly, Qnect 200 also has the ability to synchronize orders that have been either entered in manually into Sage 200 or imported, for example, from a web shop, and bring them into CRM so that they're available to be used on dashboards and reports as well as notifications and workflows. To demonstrate this, I'm going to go back to Sage 200 and click the New Order Entry and create an order against our new QMU002 account. We can select the Add Item option, and I'm going to select one of the inbuilt cooker options from within Sage 200. Enter in the warehouse, enter in the quantity they wish to buy, I'm going to put in 2, and click Save. Close, click Save, and I can enter in the customer order number DL003, click OK, and that will save that record within Sage 200 and generate that as order 5108. If we jump now back to Sage CRM, click the refresh option, I can see from within the live lookup views inside Sage 200 there are now 2 orders, our original 5107 created by Sage CRM and our 5108 that was entered manually into Sage 200. If I now come onto my Opportunities tab, I can see the opportunity that stores the order that was entered into Sage CRM, and if I filter this by all records, I can also see there's an additional opportunity called Sage Accounts Sales Transactions. Now within the Qnect 200 configuration, there's the ability to specify what opportunity name is going to be used for orders that are created inside Sage 200 and synchronized into Sage CRM. This is needed because Sage CRM requires all orders to sit within an opportunity to maintain the data hierarchy required for things like reporting and the various screens and lists within Sage CRM. If I come into this opportunity now and I select the Orders tab, we'll see that there's a new order, 5108. I can click on that order and see details such as the Sage order number and the line item that I added in, including the purchase order reference number. From within any area of CRM that has Qnect integration, there is also a Qnect help option. The one selected takes you to context-related help, giving you information about that particular function within Sage CRM. We can see, for example, I'm currently in an order record, and I can see details about the order, summary, and lines. Information such as the product line screens with the product and warehouse selection, and also the free text and comment lines, and the new post to order accounts button that's put onto the screen as part of Qnect 200. I hope that you have found this video useful. If you want to find out more information about Sage CRM and Qnect 200, please feel free to subscribe to our channel using the links below.